Good morning, students. Today we will discuss SBI PO reasoning ability. Study the following information carefully, then answer the questions. 7 friends R, S, T, U, V, W and X. They play 7 different sports, that is cricket, hockey, tennis, golf, football and volleyball and baseball, but not necessarily in the same order. Starting from Monday to Sunday. S does not play on Sunday. Only 2 friends play between T and the one who plays hockey. There are 4 friends between hockey and X. The one who plays baseball plays immediately after X. Only 2 friends play between baseball and R. U plays one of the day before the one who plays baseball. W plays immediately before the one who plays cricket. W does not play baseball. There are 3 friends plays between the one who plays cricket and football. The one who plays volleyball plays immediately after the one who plays tennis. Now this is one 3-column table. So here there are days. Day is there, followed by person and followed by the game. So day, person, game. One 3-column table I am drawing. Day, person, then game. Under the days, you write down from Monday to Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then Sunday. So Monday to Sunday, these are the days. Now see here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then Sunday. Now see the question. There are 4 friends between hockey and X. There are 4 friends between hockey and X. The one who plays baseball plays immediately after X. So there are 4 friends between hockey and X. So there are 4 friends between hockey and X, and the one who plays baseball plays immediately after X. So if I take from the bottom, if I take hockey here Sunday, there are 4 friends between hockey and X. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you will get X. Here you will get X. The one who plays baseball plays immediately after X. So immediately after X we will get which game? Baseball. Immediately after X we will get baseball. Then there are only 2 friends between baseball and R. Between baseball and R there are 2 friends. Between baseball and R there are 2 friends. Between baseball and R there are 2 friends. See the next one. U plays one of the day before the one who plays baseball. U plays one of the day before baseball means U comes on Monday. U comes on which day? Monday. Then W plays immediately after the one who plays cricket. W plays immediately after the one who plays cricket. W plays immediately after the one who plays cricket. Only 2 friends are there between T and hockey. Between T and hockey there are 2 friends. Between T and hockey there are totally how many friends? 2 friends. Between T and hockey there are 2 friends. See here. So between T and hockey there are 2 friends means T comes on which day? Thursday. T comes on which day? Thursday. T comes on Thursday. Then W plays immediately before the one who plays cricket. W does not play baseball. W plays immediately before cricket. That means R will be cricket. W is on Friday. There are 3 friends between cricket and football. So cricket followed by 3 gap, then we will get football. So X will be football. Then the one who plays volleyball plays immediately after the one who played tennis. Volleyball is playing. The one who plays volleyball plays immediately after the one who plays tennis. That means T will be tennis, W will be volleyball. Then we are left out with one game, that is golf. Then S does not play on Sunday, so S plays on Wednesday. So V comes. So which one? V comes. On which day? V comes on Sunday. V comes on Sunday. Now this is the puzzle we are having. Now based on this we should answer the question. Based on this we should answer the question. See the questions. See the questions carefully. Now see the questions carefully. First one. Which of the following sport does R play? So R is playing which game? R is playing cricket. R is playing which game? Cricket. R is playing cricket. So 2 is the correct answer. 2 is the correct. Who among the following play football? So X is playing football. On which day does V play? So V plays on which day? V plays on Sunday. Then who is playing tennis? T is playing tennis. On which day golf is played? Golf is played on Monday. Golf is played on Monday. See the next one. In the following questions, the symbols at for, hash, dollar, percentage and C round are used with the following meanings. P hash Q means neither greater nor equal. Neither greater nor equal means less than. P C round Q, neither greater nor smaller, that means greater than. Then neither smaller nor greater, that means equal. Percentage means equal. Not smaller means greater than or equal to. At for not greater means less than or equal to. Now based on these symbols we should answer the question. Based on these symbols we should answer the question. Now see the first question. See here. Hash means less than, C round means greater than, percentage means equal to, dollar means greater than or equal to, at for means less than or equal to. Now see the one. A C round B, A greater than B, B less than or equal to C. At for means less than or equal to. C is equal to D, D greater than or equal to E. Now A C round C. So here A C round C means A greater than C. Here the symbols have been changed, so it does not follow. It does not follow. Second one, D dollar A. D dollar A means D greater than or equal to A. A greater than D we can see, but D greater than or equal to A does not follow. And see the next one. B greater than E. B greater than E. So B greater than E. B greater than E. B C round E means B greater than E. It also does not follow. So here which one follows? See here one thing carefully. C is equal to D is there. C is equal to D. That means in place of C we can take D. So here this can be written as A greater than D, because C is equal to D, A greater than D. D greater than or equal to A can be written as A less than or equal to D. So either 1 or 2 follows. Here 1 and 2 are complementary pairs. So there is no relation between A and D, but one greater than, one lesser than symbol is given. So either 1 or 2. That means option 4 is the correct answer. See the next one. A dollar B. So A dollar B. Again the symbols I am writing. Hash means less than. C round means greater than. Percentage means equal to. Dollar means greater than or equal to. At for means less than or equal to. A C round A percentage B. A greater than or equal to B. Then B percentage J. B is equal to J. K C round J. That means K greater than J or J less than K. Now K at for B. First one, K C round B. K greater than B. B less than K or K greater than B definitely follows. Second one, J at for A. J less than or equal to A. A greater than or equal to J or J less than or equal to A. That also follows. And third one, A C round K. A greater than K. A, there is no common symbol between A and K. So third one does not follow. Only 1 and 2 follows. Only 1 and 2 are true. That means option 3 is the correct one. See the next one. K dollar J. K greater than or equal to J. J C round L, J greater than L, L less than or equal to M, and N C round L, that means N greater than L. First one, K C round N, that means K greater than N. Here K greater than L, L less than N. So K greater than N does not follow. Second one, L hash K, L hash K. What do you mean by hash? Hash means less than, no? So L less than K. K greater than L or L less than K. Third one, N C round K, N greater than K, N greater than K. See here, N greater than L, L less than K. So N greater than K does not follow. Only second one follows. Only 2 is the correct answer. See the next one. See the next one. A C round B, that means A greater than B. B at for C. What do you mean by at for? Less than or equal to C. So B less than or equal to C. C percentage D, C is equal to D. D dollar E, D greater than or equal to E. Now see here. First one, E has C, that means E less than C. Second one, D hash A, D less than A. Third one, B percentage E, B is equal to E. Now see which one follows. E less than C, here C, here E. C greater than or equal to E, but E less than C will not follow. Less than or equal to will follow. D less than A, that also does not follow. B is equal to E, that also does not follow. So none follows. Option 1. None follows is the correct answer. See the next one, that is the 10th one. So hash means less than, C round means greater than, percentage means equal to, dollar means greater than or equal to, at for means less than. K dollar J, K greater than or equal to J, J greater than L, L less than or equal to M, N C round L, that means N greater than L. Now first conclusion, K C round L, K greater than L. Second one, L hash M, L less than M. Third one, K percentage M, K is equal to M. So K is equal to M does not follow. K greater than L follows. That is the solution. Only one follows. Only one follows. 10th question, option 1. See the next one. Study the following information carefully to answer the given questions. There are 8 friends PQR, S, W, X, Y and Z. They are sitting around a circular table in a cave facing to the center. Each of them like different types of coffees, that is Vienna, Affogato, Irish, Mochaccino, Macchiato, Espresso, Cappuccino, Latte, but not necessarily in the same order. R orders cappuccino and sits third to the right of W. Those who orders espresso and mochaccino are immediate neighbors of each other. Those who orders affogato and latte are immediate neighbors of each other. Those who order espresso and mochaccino are immediate neighbors of neither W nor R. Neither X nor S orders latte. The one who orders Vienna sits opposite to the Q who orders Irish. P orders affogato but he is not the neighbor of the one who orders Vienna. Z sits fourth to the right of the one who orders latte. Y sits third to the right of X who does not order espresso. Now see here. All of you draw one circle. And since there are 8 persons, I am dividing this circle into 8 parts. This circle I am dividing into 8 parts. Now see. R orders cappuccino and sits third to the right of W, and all are facing to the center only. So here I am writing W. R is sitting third to the right of W. First, second, here third R. This is R. And R is ordering which one? Cappuccino. R is ordering cappuccino. Then, those who order espresso and mochaccino are immediate neighbors of each other, and those who order espresso and mochaccino are the neighbors of neither W nor R. That means mochaccino and espresso will not come here, it will not come here, it will not come here, and it will not come here. So this. So these four positions will not come. So only in these two positions, one espresso and one mochaccino. So one should be espresso, one should be mochaccino. So one should be espresso, one should be mochaccino. Now where is espresso, where is mochaccino? So we can take here we can take espresso, here we can take mochaccino, espresso, mochaccino. See here. So again, just okay, just a minute. So this is totally 8 persons. Here we are writing W right third R, and R is liking cappuccino. Now espresso and mochaccino, they are immediate neighbors and they are not the neighbors of W and R. That means espresso, mochaccino will not come here, here, here and here. All these positions, only these two positions, espresso, mochaccino. So here we can write espresso. This is espresso. This is mochaccino. Mochaccino will come here. Then espresso, mochaccino. Those who orders latte and affogato, they are immediate neighbors. Latte and affogato, they are immediate neighbors. The one who orders Vienna sits opposite to the Q who orders Irish. Now Vienna opposite Irish should come. So where it should come? Vienna opposite Irish. Can it come here? Here already cappuccino is there. So Vienna Irish will not come. Here also it will not come. Here it will not come. Here it will come. So here Vienna is sitting opposite to Q who orders Irish. So Q orders which coffee? Irish. Now affogato and latte are immediate neighbors. That is given clearly. P orders affogato but is not the neighbor of the one who orders Vienna. That means P will not come here and here. P will not come here and here. So there is chance of P coming here, and P orders affogato. P orders affogato. Then affogato and latte, they are the immediate neighbors. So see this one. Affogato and latte are immediate neighbors. So here this is latte. Neither X nor S orders latte. So neither X nor S orders latte. Z is sitting fourth to the right of the one who orders latte. Latte fourth, first, second, third, fourth. Here we will get Z. Here we will get Z. Then Y is sitting third to the right of X who does not order espresso. X is not ordering espresso. So X we are taking here. X right third, Y. So Y orders latte. Y orders latte. Now we are left out with S. And we are left out with which one? Macchiato. Macchiato. This is the total person. So see here. W Vienna, S Macchiato, X Mochaccino, Z espresso, Q Irish, R cappuccino, P affogato, Y latte. Now based on this we should answer the questions. So taking this puzzle into consideration, we should answer the question. See the first question. See the first question. Which coffee does Y order? Y is ordering latte. Y is ordering latte. Who is ordering macchiato? Macchiato ordered by S. Option 1. Who is sitting opposite to Q? Opposite to Q you will see W. What is the position of S with respect to Z? With respect to Z, what is the position of S? Second to the right. How many friends are there between X and R when counted to the left side of R? So when we count to the left side of R, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 friends between X and R. There are 4 friends between X and R. Now see the next one. Study the following information carefully, then answer the question. Divide over cricket. So this is called as coding and decoding. What we are doing 16 to 20, that is nothing but coding and decoding. So here divide cricket is coded as X21 W6 L19. People high respond is coded as S9 I5 K6. Brick quirky medium is written as N14 J26 Y12. Now how we can write this? How we can write the codes? Now first what we will do, write down the alphabets from A to Z. Now write down the numbers also. Write down the alphabets reverse. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now see how we can write the codes. First, divide over cricket is written as X21 W6 L19. Now how we can see this one? So which is the code for this? Now D, below D or above D we are having W. See this one D, above D we are having W. So W, E, last letter of divide is E. Last letter of divide E. What is the number for E? 5. 5 plus 1 it is 6. Then over. How we can see over? See here. O. Below O or above O we are having which one? L. So L. Then R. What is the number for R? 18. 18 plus 1? 19. 18 plus 1? 19. Last letter plus 1. And we, first letter opposite alphabet we have to take. Then cricket. See cricket also. C-R-I-C-K-E-T. See cricket. First C. Below C or above C we are having X. So it is X. Then T is 20. 20 plus 1 it is 21. Now based on the same pattern we have to answer the questions. Now following the same pattern we should answer the question. See. Now see here. Now see here questions. What is the code for electrifying? What is the code for electrifying? Electrifying. So here what is E? Below E we are having V. So V. Then G. What is the number for G? 7. 7 plus 1 it is 8. So the correct answer is V8. V8. Next question. What is the code for B7? What is the code for B7? If you are getting B, below B there is Y. So Y should be there. And it should be last letter. Last letter should be 7 means last letter should be F. Because F is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So the word should start with Y and N should be F. So what is the correct answer? Yourself is the correct answer. Yourself. Then G17 R14 is the code for which word? 19th question. 18th question. Frivolous. What is the code for frivolous? Frivolous. See here carefully. Frivolous. See here F. Here we are having F. Below F we are having U. And what is the number for S? The S will be 19. So 19 plus 1, it is 20. U20 is the correct answer. G17 or 14 is the code for which word? G17. So G means the starting letter. Here G means starting letter should be T. See here. Here we are having G means starting letter should be T. So T. 17. If it is 17, 16. So it should be TP. The word should start with T and end should P. So trip. It can be trip. Then R14. How can R14 written? So if it is R, the starting letter should be I. Then 14 means 13th letter, M. So the starting letter should be I, ending letter should be M. So for the first word, that is G17, it should be TP, starting letter T and last letter P. For R14, IM. So it is trip interim is correct. Third one. What is the code for draft lock? What is the code for draft lock? DRAFT, draft. Now, since it is D, for D it is W. T, what is the number for T? 20. So W21, draft. Then lock. So what is the code for lock? L. If it is L, the word should be O. K. K number is 16, 16 plus 1, 17. W21, O17. W21, O17, sorry, K. So what is K? K 11. 11 plus 1, 12. So W21, O12. W21, O12 should be there. Fourth option. W21, O12 should be there. Fourth option. See the next one. See the next question. Study the following information carefully. There are 10 persons living in a building of the floor such that the ground floor is 1, the floor above it is 2, and so on up to 5th floor. Each of the floor consists of 2 flats as flat 1, which is to the west of flat 2. Flat 1 of floor 2 is immediately above flat 1 of floor 1 and immediately below flat 1 of floor 3, and in the same way flat 2 of each floor is below the same pattern. So here nothing but it is a floors puzzle. So floor, flat 1, flat 2. We can take like this. Floor, flat 1, flat 2. So there are totally 5 floors are there. So write down the numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So always the floors means in the descending order only. Now see. Now start the puzzle. T lives on the, see here, T lives on the odd number flat of even number floor. So even number floor means if we come from the bottom, second floor is the even number. Odd number flat means flat 1. So here I will get T. Here I am writing T. V lives to the west of X and one of the floor below T. So below T, V lives to the west of X. V lives to the west of Q. V lives to the west of Q. On one of the floor below T. Then P and Y lives on the different number of flats. Okay. P lives on odd number floor below, but below. P lives on odd number floor but below R. P lives on odd number floor but below R. Then there are only 2 floors between R and Y. R is to the northwest of Y. R is to the northwest of Y means R should come here, Y should come here. And R lives to the northwest of Y. There are 2 floors between R and Y. So here if I take R, here if I take R, 2 floors gap, here I will get Y. This is Y. This is Y. R is living to the northwest of Y. There are 2 floors between R and Y. There are 3 floors between Q and R. So R, then 3 gap, then Q it is there. Okay. Then P lives on odd number floor but below R. P lives on odd number floor below R. Below R, odd number floor is third floor. Third floor we will get P. Third floor we will get P. Third floor we will get P. Then X lives to the west of S, U lives above W. X lives to the west of S. Then U is living above W. U is living above W. So this is the total puzzle we are getting. Now based on this, we should answer the question. See the questions. See 21 question. Who is living at the second flat 2 of 4th floor? Flat 2 of 4th floor. This is 4th floor. Flat 2 who is living? Flat 2 who is living? Yes. How many floors are there between U and Y? Between U and Y there are how many floors? 2 floors. Then on which floor does W lives? W lives on 3rd floor. W lives on 3rd floor. Floor 3. Who among the following lives to the east of R? Who is living to the east of R? That is U. 4 of the following 5 are alike in certain way and hence form a group. Which is the one that does not belong to the group? See here carefully. Out of 4, 4 belongs to one group. Which is the one that does not belong to the group? See. X is living on the 4th floor. Y, it is living on the 2nd floor. S, it is also living on the 4th floor. T, it is living on the 2nd floor. U is living on the 5th floor. If you see, these are all even numbers. This is the odd number. So U is the odd one out. See the next one. If the given in the word embattled, how many pairs of letters are there between them, both forward and backward direction as in the alphabetical series? See, embattled. E-M-B-A-T-T-L-E-D. Now, see. E-F-G-H-I-J-K-L-M. Nothing is there. M-N-O-P-Q-R-S-T. B-C-D-E-F-G-H. Then A-B-C-D-E. A-E. So, between these two alphabets, how much gap is there in the given word? The same gap should be in the English alphabetical series. That means between A and E, here we are having 3 alphabets. In the English alphabetical series, that is A to Z also will be having 3 alphabets. So AE is the first pair. Then so if you see from reverse, D, between D and E there is no gap. Here also there is no gap. Then between AB there is no gap. Here also there is no gap. So how many pairs we are getting? Totally 3 pairs. Option 4 is the correct answer. 3 pairs means option 4 is the correct one. See the next one. See the next question. There are 90 students in a class where ratio of boys and girls is 4:5. Out of 90, boys and girls will be in the ratio of 4:5. 4:5 means 40 boys, 50 girls. There are 40 boys, 50 girls. Akash is ranked 33rd from top. So here if you take from top to bottom, this is top, this is bottom. Somewhere here 33 position Akash is there. Here which person is there? Akash. That means above Akash there will be how many? 32 persons will be there. Above Akash there will be 32 persons. If there are 19 girls behind of Akash, that means out of 50, 19 girls will be behind Akash. That means front how many girls will be there? 31 girls. Total 32 students, out of which 31 are girls. That means how many boys are there? 1 boy will be there. So Akash is 33rd and behind Akash there are 19 girls. In the class totally 50 girls. Out of 50, 19 girls are behind. That means front there will be 32 girls, 31 girls. But front there are 32 students. Out of 32, 31 girls and 1 boy will be there. How many boys are ahead of Akash? That means above Akash how many boys are there? Only 1 boy. Only 1 boy is there. Only 1 boy is there ahead of Akash. So here ahead of Akash, how many boys are ahead of his rank? How many boys are ahead of his rank? How many boys are ahead of his rank? So here the answer is none of this. This is the next one. Only 1 boy will be there ahead of Akash. That means above Akash how many boys are there? Only 1 boy. That answer we don't have, so it is none of this. Next. 28 to 30. Study the following information carefully, then answer the questions. A, B, C, D, E, F are sitting around a circular table facing the center. All of them are different heights. B is sitting third to the left of E. A and C are immediate neighbors. F is sitting second to the left of B. C is not the neighbor of B. The one who sits second to the right of C is third tallest. A is second tallest. D is taller than E but shorter than B. The one who is sitting second to the left of D is not the shortest. So this is also related to the height and circle. Here we are having two questions. One is the circle puzzle, other one is the height. Now totally 6 persons are there. That's why I am dividing the circle only into 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have to arrange them according to the height also. So the one who is coming at the tall is number 1. Shortest will be at number 6. Now start the puzzle. B is sitting third to the left of E. B is sitting third to the left of E. So this is E. Here this is B. This is B. There. F is sitting second to the left of B. So this is F. F is sitting second to the left of B. C is not the neighbor of B. C is not the neighbor of B means C won't come here and here. That means C will come only here. The one who is sitting third to the A and C are immediate neighbors. This is A. And we are left out with D. Then the one who is sitting second to the one who is sitting third to the right of C is the third tallest. Who is sitting second to the right of C? F. F is the third tallest person. F is the third tallest person. F is the third tallest person. Then A is the second shortest person. A is the second shortest. D is taller than E but shorter than B. There. The one who is sitting second to the left of D is not the shortest. Who is sitting second to the left of D? Who is sitting second to the left of D? The one who is sitting second to the left of D. So the one who is sitting second to the left of D is not the shortest. That means A is not the shortest. Second to the left of D. E is not the shortest. If E is not the shortest, E will come here. This is B, D, this is B, this one will be C. So this is the total puzzle we are having. This is the total puzzle we are having. Now based on this, we should answer the question. Based on this, we should answer the question. See the questions. See the questions. Who is sitting to the immediate right of C? This is C. Who is sitting to the immediate right of C? E. E is the correct answer. Who faces D? D faces C. C are the shortest person. This is C are the shortest person. Which of the following sits second to the left of F? Second to the left of F we are having C. C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. A certain number of persons are sitting in a row facing. Next question 31 to 35. Study the following information carefully, then answer the question. A certain number of persons are sitting in a row facing north. All of them like different color. Only 7 persons sit between S and D who likes green. Only 3 persons sit between S and L. L is sitting third from one of the ends. As many persons sit to the left of S is same as the right of M. M is to the immediate left of D and likes red color. Q likes grey color, sits sixth to the right of M. J is sitting fourth to the left of M and likes peach color. The number of persons sitting between J and Q are 1 more than the number of persons to the left of N who likes black color. F is liking blue color, sit at one of the extreme ends. The one who sits second to the left of N likes yellow color. The one who likes violet color sits fourth to the left of the one who likes yellow color. Now what we are going to do is Now, all of you draw two lines. I am going to draw two lines. Now see here. Start the puzzle. L is sitting third from one of the ends. L is sitting third from one of the ends. First case, I am writing L here. Second case, I am writing L here. This is case 1, this is case 2. Let us consider two cases. So L is sitting third from right of third from one end. L is sitting third from one end. Only three persons sit between S and L. So after L, 1, 2, 3 gap. Then we have to write which person name? S. Here 1, 2, 3. Then we have to write S. Only 7 persons sit between S and D who likes green color. So between S and D there are 7 persons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then followed by D. Then followed by which person? D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we are writing D. So here I am writing D. Next. M is sitting to the immediate left of D and likes red color. M is sitting to the immediate left of D and likes which color? Red color. M is liking red color. M is liking red color. D is liking green color. D is liking green color. So here also D likes green color. D immediate left M. M is liking red color. Then as many persons sit to the left of S as to the right of M. So see this one carefully. So left of S, how many persons are there? Right side of M, the same number of persons are there. If you see this one, left side of M, there are less persons, but right side of M, there are more persons. So this one is wrong. Second one is wrong. This condition is not satisfied. Which one? As many persons sit to the left of S as to the right of M. So second condition, you remove it. Then as many persons sit to the left of S. So left of S, if you see this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right side of M also there should be 6 persons. So already here 1 is there, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it is 6. Then Q likes grey color, sits fourth to the right of M. So fourth to sixth to the right of M. M right first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So here we are writing Q, last place. Q is liking which color? Grey. J is sitting fourth to the left of M. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, see 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are getting J. Here we are getting J. And likes peach color. J is liking which color? Peach color. The number of persons between J and Q are 1 more than the number of persons sitting to the left of N who likes black color. Between J and Q, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are there. And to the left side are 1 more than the number of persons to the left side of N. That means left side of N we should be having how many persons? 8 persons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here I am writing N. J immediate left N. And N is liking which color? Black color. N is liking black color. N is liking black color. J is liking peach color. F likes blue and sit at one of the extreme end. F is liking which color? Blue color. F is liking blue color. The one who sits second to the left of N, that is S, likes yellow color. S is liking which color? Yellow color. The one who likes violet sits fourth to the right of yellow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So violet color. Who is liking violet color? So violet is sitting fourth to the left of yellow. So yellow is S. First, second, third, fourth. So L will be violet. L will be which color? Violet. See, F is blue color, L violet color, S yellow, N black, J peach color, M red, D green, Q grey. How many persons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Totally 20 persons are there. Now taking this one into consideration, you should answer the questions. See the first question. See the first question. How many persons are there in the row? So just now we counted, there are totally 20 persons. This is grey. Q is liking grey. So there are totally 20 persons are there. Totally how many persons are there? 20. Who is liking violet color? See here, this is violet. Who is liking violet color? Violet color is liked by L. L is liking violet color. L is liking violet color. But that is not given. The one who is sitting third to the left of M, the one who is sitting second to the right of D, the one who is sitting second to the right of F. This is correct. This is F. F right second L. L is liking violet. So the one who is sitting second to the right of F. What is the position of S with respect to peach color? So with respect to peach color, 1, 2, 3. Third to the left. Third to the left. Who sits exactly between D and violet? Between D and violet, who is there exactly? So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if you are taking 11, you leave 5 gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gap. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gap. Exactly we will get N. N is the correct one. The one who likes black color. The one who likes black color, or it is N. It is nothing but N. How many persons sit to the right of Q? Q is only last. Nobody is sitting. So none of this. So with this we completed reasoning of paper 8. Next class we will see the next component. That is the quantitative aptitude. So RRB notification has come. Just go through it and we will be giving the information about it in the next classes. Good morning, students. Today we will discuss quantitative aptitude. A pipe can fill a tank in 36 minutes and another pipe can fill the tank in 48 minutes, but the third pipe can empty the tank in 18 minutes. The first two pipes are kept open for 16 in the beginning, then the third pipe is also open. In what time the cistern will be emptied? So first LCM of 36, 18, 48. It is 144. So let us name three pipes as pipe A, pipe B, pipe C. What is the efficiency of first pipe? 144 by 36, that is 4. This is filling. Second pipe, it is filling in 48 minutes. Efficiency will be 3. Third pipe, it is emptying in 16 minutes. So that will be equal to 8 liters per 1 minute. Now, the first two pipes are kept open for 16 minutes. A and B, A4, B3, total 7. So 7 into 16, that is 112. Out of 144, 112 is filled. Then third pipe is also opened. If third pipe is opened, it will be 4 plus 3 minus 8, that is minus 1. That means it will empty 1 liter per 1 minute. Total cistern will be emptied in what time? 112 by 1, that is 112 minutes. 112 minutes is the correct answer, option 4. See the next question. A container contains two liquids A and B in the ratio 8:5. When 13 liters of the mixture A is drawn and is completely replaced with B, then the ratio of A and B in the container becomes 1:1. How many liters of liquid A was there in the mixture initially? Now, here A and B were having 8:5 ratio and 13 liters of the mixture is drawn. That means, and the final ratio has become 1:1. 1:1 means final ratio of A is 1 by 2. Initial A was 8 by 13. Out of 13x, let us suppose 13x. Out of 13x, we are removing 13 liters. Total quantity 13. So let us calculate this. So if you do the calculation, it is 13 by 16 is equal to 13x minus 13 by 13x. Now do the calculations part. So 13x into 13, 13x into 13 is equal to 16 into 13x minus 16 into 13. Now see here. This 13x, if you go to the other side, it becomes minus. That means 16 into 13 is equal to 13x. 16 minus 13, 3. So here 13, 13 cancel. So x is equal to 16 by 3. So what we are going to get, x is equal to 16 by 3. What is initial quantity of A? A is how much? A is 8x, B is 5x. 8x. So 8 into 16 by 3. That is 128 by 3 liters. The answer is 128 by 3 liters. 128 by 3 is the correct answer. Option 1. Next question. A cricketer has certain average runs in 80 innings. In his 81st innings, he is bowled out for no score, due to which his average falls by 1 run. Then find his new average. Now see here. The average is, let us suppose the average is x. The average is x. Total 80 innings. So total 80 innings are there. Total score will be 80x. Now, in 81st innings he is bowled out for no score. So that means in 81st inning he is bowled out for 0, due to which his average falls by 1 run. So his average will be falling by 1 run. Now what is the new average? It is less by 1 run. So it is x minus 1. And what is the total matches? 81. 81. Now 80x is equal to 81x minus 81. That means x is equal to, that means x is equal to 81. X is equal to 81. Find the new average. New average is x minus 1. What is x minus 1? 81 minus 1. That is equal to 80. So 80 is the correct answer. 80 is the correct answer. Option 4 is the correct answer. See the next question. A man can row 14 kilometers in still water and the speed of the stream is 2 kilometers per hour. If it takes 7 hours to row place and to come back, how far is the place? That means you have to find here the distance. We have to find the distance. Distance we should find. Now, what is man speed? 14. Man speed is 14. Stream speed is 2. Stream speed is 2. Now, what is the total time taken? 7 hours. Total time taken is 7 hours. Now, time is equal to distance by speed. This formula you should apply. Time is equal to distance by speed. So, 7 is equal to distance we don't know d. He is rowing upstream as well as downstream. So, upstream means downstream means 14 plus 2, that is 16. Upstream means 14 minus 2, that is 12. If you do this calculation, the LCM will be 48. So 16 3, it is 3D, it will be 4D. So 7D by 48 is equal to 7. 7 cancel, D is equal to 48 is the correct answer. That is 48 kilometers is the correct answer. 48 kilometers will be the correct answer. Option 4 is the option 2 is the correct answer. See the next question. See the next question. A shopkeeper earns a profit of 16.2/3%. 16.2/3% after selling a book at 12.5%. After selling the book at 12.5% discount on the printed price. Find the ratio of the cost price and printed price. So here 16.2/3%. What do you mean by 16.2/3? 1/6. That means 6 is the cost price, 1 is the profit. Then what is the selling price? It will be equal to 7. Selling price is equal to 7. Discount is 12.5%. That means 1/8. So 8 is the mark price and 1 is the discount. Then what will be SP? SP is equal to 7. Now here SP is equal to 7 by 6 of the cost price. So SP, cost price 6, selling price 7. So SP is equal to 7 by 6 of cost price. Here SP is equal to 7 by 8 of the mark price. That means mark price 8, discount 1, SP is 7. Now find the ratio of cost price and mark price. Now we have to find CP is to MP is what? CP is to MP is what? See here. CP is to MP is what? Now if we equate this, 7 by 6 CP is equal to 7 by 8 MP. Why we are equating? Because this is MP, this is SP. Now 7 cancel. Now CP by MP is equal to 6 by 8. Or else it can be simplified as again 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is the correct answer. 3 by 4 is the correct answer. That means option 3 is the correct answer. Option 3 is the correct answer. See the next question. The bar chart given below shows the total number of items sold by 5 companies and table shows the percentage of items which are rejected due to some of the defective in them by the customers out of the total items sold by respective companies. Total items sold is equal to number of items rejected plus number of items which are not rejected. So here total items is equal to number of items rejected and number of items not rejected. Now here see what are the values. So this is exactly equal to 900. This is 900. This Q, it is equal to 1200. This is equal to 1200. Then R is equal to 700. R is equal to 700. Then S, it is equal to 800. S is equal to 800. Then T, it is equal to this 1600, 1700. In between is there, it is 1650. It is 1650. Now total items is equal to, total items sold is equal to number of items rejected plus number of items which are not rejected. So total items sold means out of sold, some will be rejected, some will be not rejected. In P, rejected is 25. That means non-rejected is 75%. Q, rejected is 20. Not rejected will be 80%. R, 15% rejected, 85% not rejected. 40 rejected, 60 not rejected. 30 rejected, 70 not rejected. So, based on this, we should answer the question. Now see the first question. Now see the first question. Now before going to this, now see the first question. Find the average number of items which are rejected by the customers PRT. Find the average number of items which are rejected by customers PRT. So PRT, what is the average number of items which are rejected? So what is the average number of items rejected by PRT? That we have to find. See here. See here carefully. PRT rejected we have to find. PRT which are rejected, average. So since we are taking 3 companies, average means 1 by 3. 1 by 3 of first P. So it is 900, rejected is 25%. So 900 into 25%, or else we can take 9 into 25 plus. Now R. R, we are having 700 items, rejected is 15. So 7 into 15, it will be 7 into 15 plus T. T, it is equal to 1650, rejected are 30%. So it is 165 into 3. So 1650 into 30 by 100. 2 zeros cancel. 165 into 3. So do the calculations part now. So 1 by 3 of 225 plus 105. This will be equal to 495. So 495 plus 105. that is 600. 600 plus 225, that is 825. The answer is 825 by 3. 3 27s, 3 5. So the correct answer is 275. 275 is the correct answer. 275 is the correct answer. See the next question. The number of items sold by P which are not rejected are what percent more or less than the number of items rejected by Q and R together? Q and R together. See here. See here. The number of items sold by P which are not rejected. P which are not rejected. P is 900, rejected is 25, non-rejected is 75. So P not rejected. What is P not rejected? That is 9 into 75, because rejected is 25%, non-rejected 75%. That will be 675. Total items which are rejected by Q and R together. Q plus R rejected. This we have to calculate. Now Q rejected. Q 1200, rejected 20. So it is 12 into 20. It is 12 into 20 plus R. R we are having 700, rejected is 15. 7 into 15. That is 240 plus 105. 345. Now the question is, this is 675, this is 345. 675 is how much more or less than 345? 675 is definitely more than 345 by 330. So it is 330. From where it is more? 345 into 100. 15 2s, 15 3s. It is 22 by 23 into 100. That is 2200 with 23. 23 into 9. 207. Now 130. 23 into 5. 115. So the correct answer is 95 15 by 23 more. 95 15 by 23% more is the correct answer. Option 4 is the correct answer. Option 4 is the correct answer. See the next one. Find the number of items which are not rejected. Find the number of items which are not rejected by customers to company S to the total number of items rejected by R and T. S not rejected we have to find. S not rejected. S not rejected. See here, this is P, Q, R, S, T. So S is 800. S is 800. Out of which not rejected. Rejected is 40. Not rejected 60. So 8 into 60. That is 480. Now R plus T rejected. R plus T we have to calculate which one? Rejected. Rejected by R and T. Now R. R it is 700. Rejected 15. So 7 into 15 plus T. It is 165 and 30. So 165 into 3. That is 105 plus 495. This is 495. 10. 600. This is 600. So 600. Now what is the question? What is the ratio of this one to this one? So it is 48 is to 60. 12 4s to 12 5s. 4 is to 5 is the correct answer. 4 is to 5 is the correct answer. That means option 3 is the correct one. See the next one. Rejected by Q. Rejected by Q is what percent of the rejected by S? Q rejected. Q rejected. So Q it will be 1200. Rejected 20. So 12 into 20 by S rejected 8 into 40. It is what percent? So into 100. Do the calculations part. 4 2s, 4 3s, 21s, 22s. This is 25 times. So it will be equal to 75%. 75% is the correct answer. 75% is the correct answer. See the next question. See the next question. What is the difference between the items which are sold by R and T to the which are not rated by the customer? So R and T which are not rejected. R and T which are not rejected. See here. What is the difference between the number of items sold by R and T which are not rejected by the customer? R and T sold. First of all, R and T sold. R and T sold. What is the difference between the number of items which are sold by R and T? Now R and T sold we have to calculate. R and T sold. R sold is 700, T sold 1650. R sold is 700 and T sold is 1650. T sold. Which are sold and which are not rejected. Sold which are not rejected. So R and T sold not rejected. We have to calculate this one. Now first of all take R. 165 into 165. R I am taking. R no. T. T I am taking 165. Sold rejected is 30. That means non rejected is 70. So 165 into 7. 1155. Now take R. R 7 into sold is 15. That means unsold will be 85. What is 7 into 85? 595. Now what is the difference of this? The difference 1155 minus 595. 0, 6, then 5. It is 560. 560 is the correct answer. Option 5. See the next one. Study the following passage carefully, then answer the questions. In a sports academy XY, there are some students who can play 3 games, that is tennis, cricket and chess. Total number of players who play the games is 160 and all the 3 games are played by 10% of the total tennis player. Ratio of cricket to chess players is 3:5. Total cricket and chess players is 100% more than tennis. Players who play both tennis and chess are 12.5% of the total tennis player. Ratio of the players who play both tennis and cricket to the players who play both cricket and chess is 2:3. The total number of players who play both tennis and cricket and players who play chess and cricket is equal to 1/4 of the chess players. So this is all given in the question. Now we have to solve this. This is called as data analysis. See this one. So we are having 3 games. So tennis, this can be cricket and this can be chess. This is chess. Now total number of players who play tennis is 160. So total tennis equal to 160. Total tennis equal to 160. And all the games played by 10% of all the 3 games are played by 10% of total tennis player. What is 10% of 160? That is 16. 16. They will play all the 3 games. They will play all the 3 games. Now, the ratio of cricket to chess players is 3:5. Total cricket and chess players is 100% more than tennis. So, tennis is 160. 100% more means chess and cricket. It will be equal to 320. So, 100% more than 160 means 320. In this 320, cricket and chess. This is cricket, this is chess. It will be 3:5. What is 3 plus 5? 8 parts. 320 by 8 is 40. So cricket will be 120 and chess will be equal to 200. So cricket is 120. Cricket is 120. Chess will be 200. Chess is 200. Then chess is 200. Players who play tennis and chess are 12.5%. 12.5% means 1 by 8. Total tennis player 160. So tennis, this is tennis plus chess. Tennis plus chess is equal to 20. Tennis plus chess means this part, this one. This is tennis, this is chess. This part should be equal to 20. This total part equal to 20. Already we are having 16. So what is the remaining value? 4. The remaining value will be 4. The ratio of players who play tennis and cricket to the players who play chess and cricket is 2:3. See this one. The ratio of the players who play tennis to cricket, so tennis plus cricket, to players who play chess plus cricket, that is equal to 2 by 3. That is given as 2 by 3. Now, tennis plus cricket we don't know, so I am taking as B for the time being. Then, chess plus cricket, this part we don't know, that I am taking D. Now, what is given? Tennis plus cricket, this one, this total part, this will be equal to B plus 16 by chess plus cricket, that means this part, D plus 16 is equal to 2 by 3. You do the calculation for this. We will get 3B plus 48 is equal to 32 plus 2D. Or else we will get 2D minus 3B is equal to 16. This I am taking as equation 1. 2D minus 3B is equal to 16. Then the total number of players who play tennis and cricket and players who play chess and cricket is equal to 1/4 of the chess players. What is chess players? 200. In 200, 1/4 is equal to 50. In 200, 1/4 is equal to 50. What is this 50? Players who play tennis and cricket and players who play chess and cricket. Tennis and cricket. Tennis and cricket means B plus 16. Chess plus cricket means D plus 16 is equal to 50. That means B plus D. This 16 plus 16, 32. So if it goes to the other side, it becomes minus. 50 minus 32 is 18. So B plus D is equal to 18. Now we are having two major equations. 2D minus 3B is 16. B plus D is equal to 18. Solving these two equations. 2D minus 3B is equal to 16. Now this equation I am multiplying with 2. Then it becomes 2D plus 2B is equal to 36. Do the calculations part. So this is minus 5B minus 20. So B value 4. B value will be 4. If B value is 4, B plus D is equal to 18. So D value is 14. So see here carefully, we are getting two values, D 14, B 4. Now substituting this one here. So instead of D, we can write which number? 14. This I am getting as 14. Instead of B, this one will be 16 only. This is 16. This is 14. This will be equal to 14. This is equal to 14. Now instead of B, I can write which number? 4. This will be equal to 4. This will be equal to 4. Now do the calculations part remaining. So take tennis, 160. Already 16 plus 4, 20, 24. So 160 minus 24 is 136. Now come to cricket, 120. Already we are getting 34. It will be equal to 86. Chess, this is already equal to 34. So that will be 166. Now based on this we should answer the questions. Now take this one into consideration, then answer the question. First question. What is the average number of players? What is the average number of players who play only one game? Who play only one game? That is 136, 86, 166. 136 plus 86 plus 166. Average is asked, divided by 3. That will be equal to 388 by 3. So 3 12s, 3 dice. So approximately we are going to get 129 1 by 3. So nearly average. So 129 1 by 3 is the correct answer. See the next one. Players who play chess but not cricket is approximately what percent of the total players? Players who play chess but not cricket. Chess but not cricket. Chess is 166, but cricket should not be taken. Cricket should not be taken means we can take this 4. So 166 plus 4, that is equal to 170. Is what percent of total players? So what is total players? See total players carefully. This is 160. This 160, I am taking this circle totally. Plus this 86 plus this 14 plus again 166. So 160 means I am taking this one completely. 160. Then this is 86, this is 14, this is 166. The total is equal to 426. Now 170 by 426 into 100. Do the calculations part. 285s to 213s. So 8500 with 213. 213 fours. So approximately we are going to get 40%. Approximately 40% is the correct answer. See the next one. What is the ratio? What is the ratio of players who play tennis and chess to the players who play only cricket? The number of players who play tennis and chess. Tennis plus chess. Tennis plus chess. Both. Tennis plus chess both. So which part? This part. This part. We have to take this part. So what is this part totally? 16 plus 4. That is 20. 16 plus 4. Only cricket. Only cricket means 86. Only cricket means 86. What is the ratio? 20 is to 86. 2 tens to 43. So we are going to get 10 is to 43. 10 is to 43 is the final answer. See the next one. Players who play at least 2 games is what percent of players who play at most 2 games? At least 2 games. First, at least 2 games. So what all we should take? At least 2 games means what all we should take? This we can take 4. This we can take this. So 4, see this one. 4 plus 16, 20, 24, 38. So 4 plus 16 plus 4 plus 14. That is 38. At most 2 games. Now at most 2 games. At most 2 games means 1 game or at most 2 games. 1 game 136, 86, 66. Or else if you subtract this one, that is enough. So at most 2 games means 3 games 1 we should subtract. What is 3 games? 16. That if we subtract from 426. Total players are 426. Already we calculated here. See, total players 426. Out of 426, all 3 games players 16. That if you take, remaining 410 will be at most 2 games. So 38 by 410 into 100. This is 380 by 41. So it is approximately 9%. Approximately 9% is the correct answer. Approximately 9% will be the correct answer. So fifth option is 9% only. Fifth option is 9%. So 5 is the correct answer. See the next question. See the next question. What is the difference? What is the difference between the number of players who play tennis and the number of players who play only cricket? See here. Who can play tennis? Number of players who play tennis. What is tennis? It is 160. Only cricket. Only cricket is equal to 86. Only cricket is 86. What is the difference? 160 minus 86, that is 74. 74 is the correct answer. 74 option 1 is the correct answer. See the next one. What should come in the place of the question mark in the following series? Question mark 13.5, 27, 9, 36, 7.2. So see here carefully. This is into 2. This is divided by 3. This is into 4. This is divided by 5. So what should be first one divided by 1? Something divided by 1 is equal to 13.5. That means x is equal to 13.5 itself. See the next one. 102, 114, 129, 153, 204, then question mark. Now, see, 102, 114. What is the difference? 102, 114, 12. This one will be 15. This one will be 24. This one will be 51. Now, what should be the next? So, 12 and 15, the gap is 3. This one, the gap is 9. This one, the gap is 27. 3 into 3, 9, 9 into 3, 27, 27 into 3, 81. So first 51 plus 81, that is 132. Now 204 plus 132, that will be equal to 336. This is the answer. 336 will be the final answer. 813 question mark 818, 782, 998, minus 298. Last is minus. 813 and x. X 818. 818, 782. You see the difference. That is 36. That means 6 square. 782, 998. That is 216. That is 6 cube plus. This is minus 6 square. This is plus 6 cube. Then here it will be plus 6 power 1. So, if you come from this side, if you come from the right to left, 818 minus 6 is 812. So, that should come in the place of the question mark. 812 should come. 812. 12, 129, 242, 346, 434, then question mark. 12, 129, 117 difference. This is 113 difference. This is 104 difference. This is 88 difference. This one will be what? See, 117, 113, 4 difference. This is 9 difference. This is 16 difference. So 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. Next one should be 5 square. What is 88 minus 25? 63. So 434 plus 63. That is 497 is the answer. 497. See the next question. 48, 216, 756, 1890, question mark, 1417.5. 48 is becoming 216. 48 into 4, 192. 192 plus 24, 216. So, into 4.5 this one. This one will be into 3.5. Then this one will be into 2.5. This one will be into 1.5. 1890 into 1. 1890 into 1, 1890. 1890 into 0.5, that will be equal to 945. So, totally it is equal to 2835. 2835. 2835 is the correct answer. (56 to 60). Study the following line graph carefully to answer the question. The line graph shows the production of cars, that is Honda, Audi and Suzuki, in thousands in 5 different years. So, Honda is indicated by blue line, Audi by red line, Suzuki by the green line. So, based on this we should answer the question. Based on this we should answer the question C. Take this one into consideration. Now see the questions. In the year 2017, if the demand of Audi and Suzuki increases by 4% and 5% respectively when compared to the previous when compared to year 2015, due to which the production of Audi and Suzuki increases by same percentage and overall cars produced in 17 is same as overall cars produced in 15. Then find Honda produced in 2017. See here carefully. Now Audi in 2015. This is 2015. Audi value is 25. So 25,000. So what will be Audi in 2017? It is increases by 4%. So that means 25,000 into 104 by 100. 2 zeros cancel. If you do this, 25 into 400, it will be equal to 26,000. 26,000. Suzuki in 2017. In 2015, Suzuki value, this is green, this is equal to 35,000. It is increased by 5%. 5% means 105 by 100, that is 21 by 20. If you do this, we are going to get 1750 into 21, that is 36,750. 1750 into 21. This is 1750. This is 3,500. So it is 36,750. Now, total cars in 15 and 17 is the same. See, overall cars produced in 17 is same as 15. If you take 15, overall cars produced is, this is 25, this is 35, this is 45. 25 plus 35 plus 45. 25 plus 45 plus 35. That is equal to 105,000. Out of 105,000, this total, Audi plus Suzuki total, if you take this one, this is equal to 62,750. So what about Suzuki cars, Honda cars? Now Honda in 2017. Honda in 2017 is equal to total cars, that is 105,000 minus 62,750. If you do this calculation, we are going to get 42,250. So 42,250 is the final answer. Option 3. See the next one. Total production of Audi in 13, 14, 15 together is more or less than total production of Honda in same year. Audi in 13, 14, 15. See, Audi means red. This is 35. This is 30. This is 25. 35 plus 30 plus 25. That is 90. Then Honda in 13, 14, 15. Honda means which one we have to calculate? Blue one. See, Honda in 13, 14, 15. Honda in 13 it is 30, 35, 45. 30, 35, 45. That is equal to 110. So 90 is what percent less than 110? 20. From where? 110 into 100. If you do this calculation, we are going to get 200 by 11. 11 ones 11. 11 eights 88. 2. So 18 2 by 11% less. 18 2 by 11% less is the correct answer. Option 1. 18 2 by 11% less means option 1 is the correct answer. If 20%, 25% and 40% Suzuki cars are defective in 13, 14, 16 respectively, find Suzuki not defective all these years. Suzuki not defective. We have to calculate not defective in 2013. In 2013, Suzuki are 15,000. 15,000. Defective are 20%. So non-defective 80%. 80% means 4 by 5. That will give 12,000. Now in 14. In 14, Suzuki That means 40. Out of 40, 25% defective. So that means non-defective will be 3 by 4. That is 30,000. Now 16. In 16 Suzuki, that is 30,000. This is 30,000. In which 40% are defective. 60% not defective. 60% means 3 by 5. That is 18,000. So total, what is this total? 18 plus 12, 30, 30 plus 30, it is equal to 60,000. 60,000 are not defective. 60,000 means option 4. See the next question. If the selling price of each price Honda and Suzuki is 3.5 and 4.5, find the difference in revenue generated from sales of Honda and Suzuki in 12, 13, 14 together. Now, total revenue of Honda and Suzuki. Honda in 2012, 13, 14. So, it is 3.5 lakhs. So, 3.5 into in 12 Suzuki, in 12 Honda. In 12 Honda is 25, 13. So, it is 25 plus 30 plus then 35. So, that is equal to 3.5 into 90. 3.5 into 90. 90 into 3, 270, 315. This is 315. Now, Suzuki in 12, 13, 14. Suzuki 12, 13, 14. So, the cost is 4.5. Suzuki 2012. Suzuki 2012, 10, 2013, 15, 2014, 40. 10 plus 15 plus 40. That is equal to 4.5 into 65. This is how much? 292.5. So, one is 315, one is 292.5. Now, what is the difference it is asked? So, 315 minus 292.5. So, the difference is 22.5. That means 22.5 lakhs or 22,500 lakhs. 22,500 lakhs. 22,500 is the correct answer. See the next one. Find the difference between the average cars produced by Audi and Suzuki in all 5 years. Now, Audi in all 5 years. Audi all years. Audi means red one. 20, 35, 30, then 25, then 40. See, 20 plus, 35 plus, 30 plus, 25 plus, 40. This is equal to 150. Now, Suzuki all years. Suzuki means we have to calculate which one? Green. Suzuki means green. That is 10, 15, 40, 10, 15, 40 plus this one is 35 and last one is 30. So, total equal to 130. What is the difference? 20. Average 20 by 5, that is 4. It is in thousands now. So, 4,000. 4,000 is the correct answer. See the next one. 61 to 65. In each of the questions, there are two equations. You have to solve both and you have to answer the question. See, first one. 8x square minus 10x plus 3. What is 8 into 3? 24. You can take minus 6 minus 4. Then it will be 6 by 8, 4 by 8. That is 3 by 4, 1 by 2. See here this one. 5 into 3, 15. You can take plus 15 minus 1. Then it will be minus 15 by 5 and 1 by 5. That is minus 3 and 1 by 5. So, see here. Here both x values are greater than the y value. So, x greater than y is the correct answer. X greater than y. 3x square plus 13x plus 12 is equal to 0 and 3x square plus 13x plus 12 is equal to 0. Here 12 into 3, 36. So, you can take 9 and 4. 9 and 4, the addition is 13, the product is 36. then minus 9 by 3 and minus 4 by 3. That is minus 3 and minus 4 by 3. Come to this one. Y square plus 9y plus 20. This you can take minus 5 minus 4. So y is equal to 5 and 4. X less than y. Here if you take, this is minus 13 by 14. This is plus 5. So you can take, plus 5 plus 4. The answers will be minus 5 minus 4. If it is minus 5 minus 4, the x values are greater than the y value. X is greater than y. See the next one. X square minus 4x minus 5. So here which one we can take? Minus 5 plus 1. Then it will be minus 4. Then answers will be plus 5 minus 1. So for here 7 into 12 it will be equal to 84. You can take minus 28 plus 3. Minus 28 plus 3 minus 25. Product of 28 and into 3 84. Then it will be 28 by 7 minus 3 by 7. That is 4 and minus 3 by 7. 4 and minus 3 by 7. This is 5 and minus 1. So 5 will be greater than 4. X greater than y. Minus 1 will be less than 4. X less than y. Therefore, there is no relation. There is no relation. See the next one. X cube is equal to 216. X is equal to 6. Then this one. You can take 78 into 2, 156. So the product should be equal to 156. You can take minus 12 minus 13. It will be 12 by 2, 13 by 2. That is 6 and 6.5. So x is equal to 6, y is equal to 6. Therefore x is equal to y. 6 is less than 6.5. X less than y. Combinedly we can say x less than or equal to y. X less than or equal to y is the correct answer. 5x square plus 31x plus 48. So here what we can take? 48 into 5 it is 240. No, you can take 15 and 16. Then our answer will be minus 15 minus 16. Always you divide with the first value. That is minus 3 minus 3.2. Now come to here. It is 42 into 3 126. So you can take 21 and 6. 21 and 6 the sum is 27. The product of 21 and 6 126. You can take minus 21 by 3 minus 6 by 3. Minus 7 minus 2. See here. Minus 3 it is less than minus 2. So x less than y. Minus 3.2 it is greater than minus 7. X greater than y. Again there is no relation. There is no relation is the correct answer. See the next one. ABC enter into a partnership with a total capital of 11,800. A is 2,000 more hundred than B and 3,000 less than C. At the end of 1 year, what is B share in the profit? If total profit is 35,400. So first what we have to take? A is 2,000 more than B and 3,000 less than C. So take C as X. Then A will be, it is 3,000 less than C. X minus 3,000. A is 2,000 more than B. That means B will be X minus 5,000. A is 2000 more than B. So if I take B, X minus 5000 plus 2000 is X minus 3000. That is A. This is A. So these are the three capitals. And total amount is 11,800. Total of this is 3x minus 8,000. That is equal to 11,800. So 3x is equal to 19,800. X is equal to 6,600. Now, so what about C? C, B, A. C is 6,600. B, it will be equal to 1,600. Then A, it is equal to 3,600. Now, if you calculate, if you remove two zeros, 33, 8 and 18. 33, 8 and 18. Now what is given? B, what is the share of B? B is 18. By total it will be 59 into 35,400. 35,400. 59 6. So it is 35,400. Sorry. 35,400. So 59 into 6. So 600 into 8. What is 600 into 8? So what we have to calculate? B value, no? So B value we have to calculate. B, it is 6,600 minus 5,000, that will be 1,600. So if you do this, we have to calculate B value. B value is 8 into 600, that is 4,800. The answer is 4,800 is the correct answer. Option 5. See the next one. If 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, total outcomes will be 2 cube. 2 cube means 8. Minimum 2 heads. Minimum there should be 2 heads. So 4 outcomes will come like this. Head, head, head. This is one outcome. Tile, head, head. This is one outcome. Head, head, tile. This is one outcome. Head, tile, head. This is one. So in all these, minimum 2 heads are there. Minimum 2 heads are there. So how many outcomes totally? 4. Total outcomes are how many? 8. That is equal to 1 by 2. What is the probability? 1 by 2. Option 1. See the next one. The sum of the area of circle and the area of rectangle is equal to 2,136 square centimeters. The diameter of the circle is 42. What is the difference between the circumference of circle and perimeter of rectangle if the breadth of the rectangle is 30 centimeters? So here what is given? The sum of area of circle and area of rectangle. That means pi r square plus area of rectangle length into breadth. That is given as 2,136. Diameter is 42. Then radius is 21. Now, what is the difference between if the breadth of the rectangle is 30? So see here. Here pi 22 by 7 into r square 21 into 21 plus length we don't know. Breadth is given as 30. It is equal to 2136. Now calculate this. This is 66. 66 into 21, that is 1386 plus 30L is equal to 2136. So 30L is equal to 2136 minus 1386, that is 750. So L is 25. L value 25 we are going to get. Already breadth is given as 30. Now what is the difference between circumference of circle? 2 pi r. 2 into 22 by 7 into 21. So this is equal to 132. And perimeter of rectangle, 2 of L plus B. 2 of L plus B, it is equal to 110. So what is the difference between 132 and 110? That is 22. So 22 is the correct answer. 22 centimeters is the correct answer. See the next one. In an election, there were 2 candidates A and B from the same constituency. The total number of votes in the constituency was 60,000. 70% vote. So total votes are 60 and 70% of the votes were polled. That means out of 60,000, 70%. So 42,000 votes are polled. If 40% of the vote were casted in favor of A, what is the difference between A and B? What is the difference between total votes received by A and B? Now, if 40% are casted in favor of B, then 60% will be casted in favor of A. The remaining is 20%. The remaining is 20%. So, if 40% of the votes out of 60,000, 40%, if 40% of total votes means 60,000. Total votes means 60. Out of 60, 40%. That means this will be equal to 24,000. These 24,000 were cast in favor of B. Out of 40 to 24,000, B means 18,000 will be for A. Now what is the difference between A and B? 24 minus 18. That is equal to how many thousand? 6,000. So 6,000 is the correct answer. 6,000 is the vote difference between A and B. So 6,000 means option 4 will be the correct answer. See the next question. Sanjay sells some articles at 1,80,000. He sells 2/5 at the loss of 12%. That means 2/5 means total will be 5. Total. So loss 2. Gain should be, gain means how many? 3. Total 5. Out of 5 he is selling 2 for loss. The remaining 3 should be gain. Remaining 3 should be profit. Remaining 3 should be profit. Now, if he wants to sell overall profit of 18%. Now, total articles you are taking 5. Total articles I am taking 5. 2 articles are sold at a loss of 12%. Remaining 3 articles should be sold at a profit. That profit we don't know, so you take X%. Now you use alligation mixture method. Loss of 12, so minus 12. Remaining 3 articles, profit, so X. Overall profit should be 18. And 12%, the number of articles are 2. And X, the number of articles are 3. See here. This is X minus 18. This is 18 minus of minus 12. That will be equal to 30. So, X minus 18 by 2 is equal to 30 by 3. If you do this, X minus 18 by 2 is equal to 10. X minus 18 is equal to 20. X is equal to 38. So, X is equal to how much? 38. Then at what profit you should sell the remaining articles, that is 38%. Here we are using the alligation mixture method. X minus 18, that is what articles? 2 articles. 30, we should say how many articles? 3. So X minus 18 by 2 is equal to 30 by 3. 30 by 3 is nothing but 10. So X is equal to how much we are going to get? 38%. So X is equal to 38% is the correct answer. If X is equal to 38%, our option will be 4th. So 4th one is the correct answer. 4th one is the correct answer. So remaining we will continue in the next class.